Hey y'all! Welcome back to Simply Shardae, a channel for those looking to live life intentionally with their purpose, relationships, and life's adventures. Let's have a conversation about taking a risk. Yes, because in 2020, we are taking the risks and we are not staying stagnant. This conversation has presented itself in more than one way, so I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to discuss it with you all. So in this video, I shared 3 reasons on why it's important to take risks, and hopefully 3 reasons on why you should take a risk. So to start off, what is a risk? For me, a risk is anything that can take me out of my comfort zone. A risk is something where I want to make a decision, yet I don't know the outcome. The importance about taking risks is not about the risk that we think we should take, but it's more so about the risk that God prepares us to take. If God is leading you to take that risk, this video is for you. So point number 1, without risk, our purpose stays stagnant. Comfortability influences a stagnant mentality. We do not want to stay stagnant because there is so much for us to accomplish. Staying stagnant would just waste our time here. We want to live life intentionally with our purpose, and the way to do that is by living and taking a risk. When you take a risk, you're able to be stretched so you can grow and reach your next destination. Point number 2 is that risk unlocks new ideas, creativity, and brilliance we low-key didn't even know we had. And it's in the times where we're so uncomfortable, and those times where we just don't know what's happening next, where it's just us and God and our mind. This is the time where we can literally just think. There's no distractions. We have to think because we're so uncomfortable. We don't know what else to think about. And so instead of choosing to focus on being uncomfortable, focus on where you want to go. Focus on what you want to learn in your season of uncomfort while taking that risk. This is a time where our mind is stretched, like I said in point 1. This is a time where we can unlock that new creativity. We can receive new ideas and unlock that creative brilliance that has always been inside of us. During your time of uncomfort and during your time of taking that risk, be sure to get in tune and to limit your distractions so you can focus and learn what it is you need to learn during this season while taking a risk. So going with the flow of life can cause us to lose focus on our greater goals. It's January, so I know a lot of us just got done making our vision boards, but without taking that risk, it's easy to lose sight of the visions that we place on our vision boards. When you take risk, it allows you to have that consistency, that devotion and drive that allows us to keep going until we see the fruit of our desires. So aside from goals, it stretches us mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. You'll look back at your season of uncomfort while you were in the beginning of taking that risk and be like, dang, I was a totally new person. So take that risk, sis, because you will become a better you. Point number 3 is how risk prepares us for our next destination in life. Let's think about that time where we were in our uncomfortable season again. Let's think about that time where we had just taken that risk. Now, thinking about it, it didn't feel good. But if you take a second to reflect, is there anything that you would take back? Is there anything that you regret in that season? For me, not at all. Because everything that I learned, everything that I was shaped and formed into during that season of uncomfort and during that season of taking a risk, it has brought me to where I am today. And I know it's going to take me to my next step in life. So there is so much beauty in risk, and there is also so much unknown. But when God leads us to take that risk, best believe that He will take care of us going in and coming out. There is nothing that we lack, and there is nothing that we will need, because God will provide us with everything that we need right when we need it, including people. How do we know this? We know this because He will not leave us hanging. We know this because all things work together for our good, and we know this because what's on the other side of risk is definitely a reward. So if y'all are ready to receive that reward in 2020, this is a time where you should take that risk. So going back and sharing those 3 reasons on why it's important to take that risk. Reason number 1, without risk, your purpose stays stagnant. Reason number 2, risk unlocks those creative ideas and that creative brilliance that we always knew we had. And reason number 3, risk propels us to our next destination in life. So no matter where you are in life, what stage of risk you're in, whether you're going to take a risk or whether you're coming out or seeing the fruit of the risk that you've just taken, if God is leading you to take a risk, take that risk, sis. There is a reward on the other side. So share in the comments what risks you are preparing to take. I'd love to hear it, because best believe there's some risks I'm taking in 2020. So cheers to taking that risk, sis. Thank you so much for watching and joining in on Simply Shardae. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe below for all upcoming videos. Give me that comment of the risk that you want to take, and give me a thumbs up, because that's what we do. We support one another, okay? So I hope your new year is off to a great start, and I hope this video inspires you to take that risk and live intentionally with your purpose. Adios.